Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of our Darkest Dungeon No Torches playthrough. In our last episode we had left off with a completed quest, and this time we are looking to do some upgrades to our town, and I'm going to walk you through those in just a second. First I wanted to have a note of thanks to those that have subscribed to my channel. I currently have 3 subscribers and I couldn't be happier. It's always a bit of a tricky thing to subscribe to a new YouTube channel, I know. I've done it myself a few times only to find that the content creator doesn't come back to make further content, or you just lose interest in their videos. And I'm so thankful that people have given me that vote of confidence that I'll come out with some new content day to day. I'm trying to do one every day at this point. So far feeling pretty confident that I can get there. So thanks very much for that. Hope to bring you some more entertaining playthroughs of this game and other games in the future. It's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I have been thinking about it for years, in fact, and probably should have got into it years ago. But this time I decided I'm going to get the equipment that I need to do it and give it a serious try. So thank you very much for that. And without further ado, let's get into today's episode. We're going to upgrade a few of the buildings in town, and I've already pre-planned the ones that I want to do, and I'll tell you the reasons why I'm going to do those. So the first upgrade that I'm going to do is to the blacksmith, the weaponsmithing upgrade here. And the reason for this is that more damage, which these weapons will give us, it will allow us to complete the dungeons not only faster, but with less healing needed and with less stress. So we could go for a defensive strategy, but that doesn't really solve the problem of one, completing the dungeon faster, and it also makes the stress levels higher. So the faster you can get a dungeon done, the more damage you can do, the better in my mind. So that's the first upgrade we're going to make today, to be able to get weapons to level 2. Now the second upgrade we're going to make is to the guild, and again the reason for this is once we've upgraded our skills to level 2, obviously we're going to be killing things faster. Killing things faster means completing quests faster and taking less damage and taking less stress. So I think this is a smart upgrade to do as well.
Some may fall, but their knowledge lives on.
Now, the third one that I'm going to do actually was the guild one again. And I'm going to do the reduced cost of skills training by 10%. So this is just going to save me some money. I got lots of money at this point, but we're going to be doing lots of upgrading. We might as well have that cost reduction at the outset. Now, we're going to take a look at some of the characters, and I haven't looked at these yet. I was watching other videos online about culling your roster for characters that may have some downsides to them that you don't want to spend the money on training away at the sanitarium. And it did speak to me a little bit, because I think that is a fairly good strategy, especially with the level 1 characters, which really you do one dungeon and you have a level 1 character. There's not a ton of difference between a level 1 and a level 0. So let's go through our level 1 characters. I'm gonna I guess we only really have level 1 characters on this playthrough in a level 0. So we'll go through our characters and just see if there's anything that sticks out to us on any one of these characters that speaks to me that I should cut that person from my roster. As you can see, the roster's full at this point, so if we make some cuts, it gives us an opportunity to bring in a new character that may be more beneficial to us. So this Vestal has off guard, -4 speed, -5 dodge. Yeah, that's a pretty big downside. 4 speed, 5 dodge. I don't know. We'll think about that one. We'll keep her in mind for a cut. Okay, this guy has obsessed with cleanliness. I have no idea what this does. If you know what it is, tell me in the comments. There's so little information out there about the game right now, about the mechanics of the game. I've been looking at Reddit for tips on what certain status ailments do, and frankly it's just not very fulsome as far as the information is concerned right now. So if you know what that is, let me know. -10% stress resist, that I don't really care about that. Against humans, -20% stress resist, that could be pretty bad. I mean, especially if we're doing runes runs quite a bit, there's lots of human mobs in there. Eagle Eye +3 crit, that's nice. I would have liked to have seen an accuracy buff on a leaper, but in any event, this is not a great one. He's extremely stressed out at this point. He's gonna need to go in for treatment. This guy's making our list probably at this point, but let's just keep going up the list here. Warren's Phobe, minus 20% stress resist in the Warrens. That's not great. Minus 5% melee damage. I have not been using my Jesters as melee damage characters, so this doesn't bother me. His benefits, light above 75 plus 2 speed. We will never have that except for maybe the first 2 rooms of the dungeon that we're in, so don't really care. This is a nice one, plus 15% damage, plus 15% stress resist against Eldritch. Great, I like that. Plus 15% move resist, irrelevant for a Jester, honestly. This is a pretty strong character. I don't think I'm not going to cut this guy. Let's have a look at this occultist. Obsessed with paranormal. Again, these kind of things I don't know. Paranormal, I would imagine this makes him trigger to look at books or something like that. Don't know. If you know, let me know. Minus 20% stress resist on Unholy, any skeletons, that sort of thing. Not great, but that wouldn't make me put him on a cut list at this point. Will not take part in prayer activity in town. Don't really care. I mean, this is the same as, like, say, a gambler. If you have a gambler that only gambles, big deal. It's not a huge drawback. Stress Eater, 100% more food consumed. At this point, I haven't found food to be too big of a deal in the runs that I've done, so I don't really care about this right now. This is a nice, definitely a nice buff to have. Plus 10 accuracy, plus 3 crit against Unholy. And nice scouting chance one, so I don't think I'm going to cut this guy. Let's look at Rom. Is he our only plague doctor? He is. Okay, so Necromania, he picks corpses. I know what that one does. It means they automatically pick corpses. That is really not even a downside, because a lot of the corpses, mostly positive result. Photomania, a light above 75%. We'll never have that. Don't really care. This is a non-issue for us. Plus 15% damage in the runes. Great. I love it. He's staying on. Montfort. Wield a Phobe. Okay. As I've said with the other phobia ones, but I don't really care at this point. Fascinated with corpses. Fine. Plus 5 accuracy. Plus 10 scouting chance. No stress for walking backwards. Plus 5 dodge. It's a good character at this point. Our only grave robber, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. Okay, so she has no drawbacks, and she's level 0. We're leaving her in for the time being. This isn't. You see when that happens, when the dialogue boxes pop up? That's really annoying. I wish they would maybe go out this side, because they always cover something on the interface here. Really annoying. Anyway, Hellion. Is this our only Hellion? It is. Minus 20% stress resist against beasts. Not great. Minus 5% dodge, not great. Gambler, sometimes this is an issue. And it can become an issue when they've got trinkets, because I just saw a post on Reddit today where one of the gambler people gambled away their trinket that they were wearing. So, yeah, if it's a dungeon find and it's not a very good trinket, that's fine. But if you're going to be blowing $25,000 at the merchant and they gamble away the trinkets, ooh, not good. This is a bad one. Fear of Mankind, don't like it. Light above 75%, 20 stress resist, never going to get there. Move resist is good on a tank type class as the Hellion is. No stress penalty when walking backwards, I rarely do it. Light above 75% plus 10 damage, not applicable to us. I'm not really liking her downsides. This is a pretty bad one, and Gambler can become a bad one later on. At this point, probably not too big of a deal. I'm not going to cut her from the roster at this point. It's my only Hellion. Let's have a look at our Bounty Hunter. Obsessed with food. How much does this increase his food intake? I have no idea. I wish this would be a bit more descriptive. Rabies. How's his accuracy? These guys are usually fairly accurate, honestly. So there was a bit of a, say, debate on Reddit today about whether having rabies on a damaging class is a good thing or a bad thing. Still haven't determined that yet. Is the minus accuracy a percentage-based thing? So if you lose 10% accuracy to gain 20% damage, that's not bad. I mean, you're making it up if you miss. Still undecided on this one. In town will only meditate for stress relief. It's not as bad as, say, only gambling, because there's really not a ton of negative results that I know of from meditating. Obsessed with demons and experiences religious visions and delusions. Okay. I don't know what that does. I have no idea. Plus 10% damage, that's nice. 4 speed, 5 dodge, that's nice too. And move resist is great on a tanking class. I may invest some money into this guy. I might invest some money into him to take away some of it. I don't like. Is this a bad one? I'm not sure. Anyway, he's okay. I don't think he's gonna get cut. Minus 5% accuracy, not great on a highwayman. Fascinated with corpses, fine. Warren's adventure, good. Plus 3 crit, good. No stress penalty when walking backwards. Not a thrilling character, but there's nothing so bad with him right now that I'm gonna suggest cutting him. So what does that mean? We've gone through our characters. This is the only character we're gonna cut, and we're gonna let him go, even though he's our only leaper, I believe. Yeah, we're gonna let him go. We're gonna pick up a new guy. Anyway, see you, bud. So let's go to the caravan. We've got a what? How is our roster full? We just dismissed somebody. Well, that's interesting. Did we not just dismiss somebody with a full roster? Were we over full on our roster? I'll have to watch the replay on that one. Well, in any event, that was a little odd. I thought we had roster full. We just let one go. We should have had a space. Not sure how that functioned. But in any event, let's... we have money. We've got money. So what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade some weapons. Who's going to be our next dungeon party? Let's figure this out. Hellion is for sure, so we're gonna upgrade her once. This guy is going to be our highwayman. He's gonna get upgraded. Let's see, this occultist, because he's a little lower on stress. And why don't we put the jester in? So there we go. That's gonna be our party. They're all upgraded to level 2 weapons now. And we're gonna work on some of these guys. So my plague doctor is going to, he doesn't have any... Okay, so no special needs for his stress relief. We're going to send him in. Because we've upgraded this one, this is our cheapest option. So let's put him in there. Let's get our occultist going too. Does he have any special needs? No. So he can go here, 1250. Get him a little stress relieved. And how about our grave robber? She's really stressed out. Is she worth keeping? 4 speed is good for a grave robber. That's a nice one too. You know what? She's level 0. We got lots of cash though. Let's put some money into her and keep her around for the time being. Now, one other thing I wanted to do before we take off today to the dungeon is check some trinkets. So we haven't equipped anybody with trinkets as far as I can recall yet. But let's see if we've got some ones that we want to put on here. Is there any highwayman one specifics? That's bounty. Those are non-specific. Stun skills, bleed skills, 2 speed, 10 dodge. That's more for a tank, I would think. No, although it reduces move resist and stun resist, so maybe that's not a tank thing. 2 speed, 10 dodge. Who would that be good on? Hellion? Yeah, she's in second row anyway on my party, so we'll put it on her. Bounty Hunter one here looked okay. 10% bleed skills. Is he even using bleed skills regularly? No, I don't think I like that one too much. Why don't we put the max hit points one on him? These other ones are kind of junky. The plague doctor I would equip with this one. This one, bounty hunter with bleed skills. Well, let's just see. What skills would he be using that have a bleed? Okay, is there any skills that he has that have a bleed? Or is this trinket just completely pointless? Wow, I don't see anything in here that has a bleed on it. There is nothing in here that has a bleed on it. Why does that trinket exist? Wow, okay, well, it's a piece of junk. Let's just get rid of it right away. Are we gonna use any of these? Not likely. Those are both gonna go. That I might use on a plague doctor. Anyhow, let's jump into the dungeon for the day. Which one do we want to do today? Since we talked so long about the town, I don't want to keep this episode too long, so we're just going to do a short. And it looks like the only short one here is in the Warrens. So that's where we're headed. Bounty Hunter, front line. Third line is our Highwayman. Second line is our Hellion. And Occultist is in 4th position. Just to be on the safe side, 8 food, 1 shovel, maybe 1 of each anti-venom and bandage.
To prosecute our war
This is an
against the
explorer. Let's
swine,
have a look
we
at the
must
map.
first scout their
So if we
squalid
were to
homes.
go, say, this way, back that way, we could hit all the rooms and skip this last one. Okay, empty one, moving on. Well, so far this has been pretty empty. Wonder if there's gonna be a room battle in here. No? Interesting. Okay, moving on. Torch, see you later, Torch. We don't want you. There's some scrawling. See if we get anything there. Wonder what it would be. What's the key item for this? Don't know. Runes Explorer, nice one. Is that the scouting one? It is. Okay. Wow, this dungeon is very monsterless.
Such blockages
Shovel.
are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even
Let's
the
check
earliest
this out.
settlers.
Go figure that you'd become violently ill from drinking alcohol that you find in a dungeon. Oh, this is crazy. So far, no battles. I'm gonna go this way just so we can fight something. This is getting kind of boring.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Fully dark. No priority targets here because they're all priority targets. So we'll just go for the frontliner. Now, what does he want to do? Marking a target for the bounty hunter has some benefits to it. Damage mod minus 67, same damage mod, so let's do that. Okay, definitely grape shotting these guys.
Disadvantage.
Pick up the first liner, these guys 50%. Let's try a breakthrough here. Oh. We might have been able to kill them there. Lots of stress incoming with 3 wretches in a group.
How quickly the tide turns.
Yeah, wow, there we go. We got lucky. That didn't take very long, did it? He was only, what, 4 bars when we got in here. Look at how stressed out the party is already. So let's do this mark ability here. Hopefully we get a mark on him. Oh, he's down to 1 hit point, so anything would kill him right now. Breakthrough time.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh, did I do this? I did the stun ability by accident. Oh well.
As the fiend falls.
She's got the debuff on her now. That's unfortunate, but I should pay attention. I think I just hit the wrong key. I've been using the keyboard shortcuts. Okay, wow. Still a really tame dungeon here, so hopefully we get another couple battles, or else this has been pretty uneventful. There we go, maggots. This is very threatening. They have 5 hit points apiece. He doesn't have any AoE, does he? No, so single target these guys down until we get to the Highwayman. I wonder if he's got his grape shot available back there. He doesn't. Oh, that's too bad. Oh well, we'll pick them off one by one, I guess.
Fiend.
Yeah, let's do a breakthrough. Oh, 4 damage. This was a bad one to get knocked out of position because the grape shot might have one-shot the group here.
This expedition at least promises success.
Yeah, that's the right order. Jeez, I can't believe how few monsters are in this dungeon. That's insane. We're gonna complete this with what? How many battles have we had? 2? And they weren't even room battles. They weren't even room battles. They were hallway battles. No, that was just a torch. We don't want that. Well, that was, I've never seen that before. That was extremely funny. There was no room battles whatsoever in this. Oh well. Dungeon successfully completed very easily. And not a lot of treasure as a result too. Let's see what we got for traits. Resolve level up, good. The yips, don't like that. Syphilis, this is, oh yuck. Yuck, yuck. Next time we're gonna have to make a decision on whether we're keeping this character. Syphilis is one that you don't want to keep on a character. It has no upside. I mean, rabies, you lose your accuracy, you get your damage buff. It's a bit of a trade-off, but this one is just horrible all around. 3 crit. We've got 2 level 2 characters now. So that's the episode for today, folks. Thanks very much for watching. I appreciate the subscriptions and the likes, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.